Thank you for granting me this interview. To start with an obvious question, why do you want this video?
I thought it would be fun to make a film about how we met. We met in SL, of course, but I don't think either of us expected to take it to real life. But we did, and I don't regret it for a moment. I love my Peach. I thought the story of it would be more interesting than two random people meet and fuck in a random place.
It is sexy and fun and shows kind of how Tor and I met.
Yes, it is a kind of self-portrait in some way. You're both into SL photography and own a gallery. Is this a passion you've discovered here in virtual? And does it have any repercussions on a passion in RL?
For me, my photography evolved from just pics of me getting laid. Then I started to take it seriously. Peach and I are very careful to keep our SL out of RL. Our respective families would have heart attacks if they knew what we do in here. My parents are elderly Baptist deacons. They would no doubt disown me if they knew. And I think Peachy would die of embarrassment if her kids found out. So yay, the separation between the two is a necessity.
It's a passion I discovered here, and no, not in RL.
A legitimate concern that all reasonable people should have. What are your criteria for welcoming the work of other photographers, and how do you discover them?
We mostly find other photographers through Flickr first, and now, of course, PrimFeed. I know that I consider several things. Being visual format, the appearance of their avatar is of course important, and of course their skills as a photographer are equally important. Setting, angles, lighting, detail, all of it is taken into consideration.
We find most artists through our Flickr groups, and the criteria is over 1,000 followers with erotic work that being the focus.
Slightly intimate question now. You live together in RL, don't you? Many people in SL pride themselves on the fact that there's no interpenetration, forgive the smiling expression, between Second Life and real life. How do you live it? Are there any repercussions?
Sure, by now, everyone knows we're an RL couple. We also interact with others, but only within the confines of SL. No one in SL will ever be a part of our RL. It has to be that way. And I won't say that there's never any jealousy or issues that come from it. There are from time to time, and we've run into some bad players that have ended up causing problems. But we communicate and deal with the problems as they arise. At the end of the day, Peach and I love one another, and that gets us through.
After all, we are just human, isn't it? It's an interesting life experience, this encounter. Meeting virtual people and taking the plunge in real life. Was it easy to cross that red line? And how do you feel about it? Was there a storm in the area?
I can only speak for us, but it was a little scary at first. Will she like me? Will I like her? What if I've been catfished? But truth be told, we were in bed 15 minutes after we checked into the hotel. So apparently she liked me. We traveled back and forth for a year or so before she moved here with me.
It took us 2 years to cross that line, and even after that, it was a huge adjustment.
Do you have any plans for the areas of interest you'd like to explore here?
Well, besides the standard SL social activities, you mean? I can't speak for Peach, but for me, it is my photography, the gallery, and the occasional film, like this, that keep me here. I found my lane, so to speak, and I generally stay in it. I started out in SL as a para-role player, but I got bored with it and moved on. I've toyed with the idea of learning how to DJ, but never pursued it.
Not really.
Do you have any advice for newcomers?
Find an old-timer to guide you through this. Don't be afraid to ask for help. SL is a glorious, chaotic mess with a steep learning curve. And then figure out what you want to be and do here. And don't be afraid to spend some money on your avatar. This is a visual medium. Looks do matter. It can be incredibly rewarding or dismally lonely. SL isn't a game in the traditional sense. It's what you make of it.
It's not just a game. SL is a special place where humanity sometimes is put to the test. What guides your steps in this world? Play, illusion, sincerity, being true. Are these details important to you?
True and sincere, and remembering there are real people behind the monitor.
Sometimes life has surprises in store.
time.